Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming through this evening. Good evening to all of you who are watching us live this evening around the country. Thank you for joining us here at DuePoint. Monday night, graveyard shift, that's why I take it. Who wants to come out on a Monday night? You're still recovering from the weekend, but I'm glad to have all of you watching us here this evening as we tackle the second half of September. If you can believe it, next week, Saturday, is the 29th of September. It's the end. You can't believe how this year is moving. Well, anyway, we're in the middle now, so let's make the most of the last 2 weeks of September. And let's start by me telling you about DuePoint this evening. DuePoint is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited, so you might not have heard of us before, but by the end of this presentation, I promise you'll know two things. First, why you didn't know about us, and two, you'll know everything about us by the end of this presentation. I want to start off by telling you that we are a 66-year-old insurance company, started in 1952. We are licensed on the JSE under Conduit Capital, and you will find all of our licenses at the FSCA. This is just one of our FSP licenses there. Go look us up, go know who you're dealing with here this evening. Understand that we're not a garage startup, we're not something from overseas, we're a homegrown South African company, and understand that we haven't been here for 5 minutes. This is a nearly 7-decade-old insurance company. We're also made up of real people and real offices and real things, something that is becoming rarer and rarer these days. I think as we trawl through Facebook every day and Google, we're presented with all sorts of funny things, none of which appear to be real. You can't find the people behind them. They certainly don't have any offices. And licenses, well, licenses are things only we here at Constantia DuePoint have. But I want you to have that confidence. Know that you can see and meet and feel us any time of the day, Monday through Saturdays, every week of the year. If you're ever in Joburg, pop by our offices. You'll see they're very real. You'll see we're all very real. And we're here to help you at DuePoint. My name's Brendan Benfield. I'm going to be taking you through this evening about what we do at DuePoint. Well, now, we have two objectives at DuePoint. Our primary objective is to create wealth in the hands of South Africans. Right now, as South Africans, if you've been following the newspapers over the last year, but particularly in the last 2 weeks, you'll know how little control we actually have over our personal circumstances. We're all really stuck in a bad deal at the moment. None of us are able to control our income. I think we know this. We're getting poorer all the time. The newspapers are telling us we're earning less now than we have in the last decade as South Africans. We're in recession, which means businesses are closing down, and systematically, day by day, there's less and less jobs in South Africa. None of us can get up and go, you know what, from tomorrow, I'm earning more. You walk into your boss's office and say, forget it, I'm not happy with my 10,000 Rand a month, I want 15,000 Rand from tomorrow a month. None of us are in the position to do that. We have no control over our income. At the same time, we're living in a world, not only a country, but a world where everything is getting more and more expensive. 6 petrol price increases this year. The 6th one is on its way, 1 VAT increase, and a completely crumbling Rand. This is not helping you and me on the street. I was interested to note this week, I don't know if you saw it over the weekend, we know that in South Africa we have foreign exchange controls. We're not allowed to take our money out of South Africa, and if we want to bring money in, we have to justify to the the Reserve Bank where we got the money from. But I was really interested to read this weekend, I think it was this weekend, in the financial papers that the pensions, the South African government pensions, are now going to be taken offshore. I don't know if they had to fill out all the forms we would have to fill out to take our money offshore. That means they don't trust the Rand themselves. They no longer have confidence. If the SA government doesn't have confidence in the Rand anymore, where does that leave us? Well, it leaves us completely out of control. That's what it does. And here at DuePoint, our entire objective, our entire reason for existence is that we want to put South Africans back into a position where they can create money on a recurring monthly basis, preferably for their entire lives. Right now, we've heard of all sorts of bits and pieces where people want you to sell stuff to make cash in the moment. You know that that's not making you any money. Even if you get 50 grand in 1 month, it's 50 grand and then it's gone because you constantly have to go back and sell some more. Here at DuePoint, we do not make you sell anything, no, because we're in the business of creating wealth. We're not in the business of selling product. And that is our objective. If we can do that, we can unplug you. The things that you're using as a parachute now, but which are literally punched full of holes as we all plummet to our deaths financially, is debt in South Africa. We're absolute professionals. We know every form. Other countries look to us for examples of how to lend money in different ways. I'm not joking. That's actually true. They come to South Africa if they want to work out new ways to lend money. We're professionals because we have to be. Like I said, we have no control of our income, no control of our economy. The only thing we can do is go to the bank and borrow money. We hope that if we've given you a tool that you can control that will create wealth, recurring income, well, then these sorts of things can disappear, and we've achieved our primary objective. Our secondary objective at DuePoint is we want to get you guys participating in the financial sector of South Africa again. It's one of the most It's one of the biggest sectors in the economy, but it is also arguably the most regulated sector in the country today. They've gone bananas with regulation, and it means that 99% of South Africans cannot participate in the financial services sector. We've been filling out forms lately for the FSCA, the Financial Services Conduct Authority, and what used to be like a half-a-page form is now a 1,000-page form. You know, it's just crazy. It means South Africans cannot participate. We believe here at DuePoint that we've opened the window to allow South Africans to participate and benefit again in the financial services sector. So with those two objectives put together, we created what we call the DuePoint system. The DuePoint system allows you as an individual to start taking control of your life by contracting with us here at DuePoint as a wealth engineer. As a wealth engineer, we give you one task, one thing you got to do to make wealth, one thing you got to do to start creating a monthly income, and that is the connection of individuals to us. No selling. We do not sell products here. We don't want to be in that game where we have to sell pills and cleaning agents and toiletries and Bitcoin and whatever. We don't want to be in that game. People in South Africa are tired of that. We don't want to get out there and talk to our friends about buying the latest thing that they can just pick up at Checkers the next morning. We don't want to be doing that anymore because we know two things. First of all, it's embarrassing. And second of all, it doesn't make us life-changing income. It only makes us cash in the moment. Here at DuePoint, we want to put you in a position to create recurring lifetime income. That means we need you to do one thing. We need you to connect people to us. If you can connect people to us, that's it. Just get them connected to us. We are then able to expand our market as an insurance company. Doing that creates greater revenue. Greater revenue puts us in a position to start creating an extra recurring income for you. Not once-off cash. No, ours are made off of lifestyle and financial services products. Lifestyle and financial services products run on automatic debit order systems. Our products are for life if you want. There are no expiry dates. They don't go off in the garage. You don't have to replace them or resend them, and they don't get damaged. They don't work properly every time. Our products work properly every single time, which means that every month, no matter whatever you're doing, maybe you're sick, maybe you're on holiday, maybe you're working too hard and you can't build your business, it doesn't matter. Our debit orders raise and your income comes in every single month. Something you can rely on, something you can forecast on, something you can budget on. That is what we build here. Now, for many South Africans, time is an issue. Even though our economy is shrinking, those that are in employment are working flippin' hard. We know this. I reckon, what do we say? 40 hours is our contracted week. When you signed that employment contract, you signed it, said, I'm going to work 40 hours. Hands up, who's ever worked 40 hours in a week? You do that on the first day. You know, you do that just on the first day. We do 60 hours, 80 hours, 100 hours. That's what we all do. I mean, look at us. It's a Monday night, and here we're all sitting at a work thing. We work ourselves to death here. So not having time to do anything else is a completely legitimate reason for anything. Here at DuePoint, we understand that we built the system in South Africa, in the South African context for South Africans. So we knew you didn't have time, so we built a system that allows you to buy your time back. And I'm not joking. This is not a marketing thing. It's not a Verimark ad where we go, and if you pay this much, you also get. That's not what happens here. No, we built the system from the ground up to buy your time back. This is a critical understanding that South Africans need to gain. Right now, as employees, you're getting richer every day. No, but you're pouring your hours into it. And you pour your hours into it religiously and with complete loyalty. Complete loyalty. Every day. You're going to be back there tomorrow morning, aren't you? And you're going to pour your hours into it over and over again. And then we're going to come to you and we're going to say, here's a tool that'll make you wealthy. And you'll go, sorry, I don't have time. I need to stick to the thing that's making me poor. That's the reality of South Africans, isn't it? That's what we do. And it's a big switch in your mind that you've got to flick. Here at DuePoint, we set you free. In our system, you're able to leverage others. We call them channels of individuals that can create income for you 24 hours a day. If you've got a job that creates income for you 24 hours a day, DuePoint is not for you. If any of you have got a job that does not create income for you 24 hours a day, then DuePoint is the tool you want in your hands. This is not employment. Employment is not saving us here in South Africa. It really isn't. Folks, we then put you in a position to become a wealth engineer and to use this tool at no additional cost. No additional cost. There's no cost for using our system. There's no fee you're going to pay to join. There's no starter kit because we don't sell products. There's no starter manuals. And there are no application form fees and no monthly fees that we charge you. By simply being a product owner at DuePoint, you're automatically a wealth engineer and you're on your way. No additional charges, no financial risk decision this evening. That's the other thing people are scared of. Hang on, this is going to take my time and it's going to cost me money. At DuePoint, there's two things we're going to do. We're going to buy your time back and we're not going to take your money. we understand that this is where the system has got broken in our country, and we're fixing it through the DuePoint system. We put you in a position as well where you don't have to have any particular educational qualification. As I said, massively regulated system. I had to fill out about 10 pages talking about who I am today, because you've got to have experience, you've got to have qualifications, you have to have written exams, etc., etc. In our system, there's none of that, because you're not selling, you're not intermediaries, you're not brokers, you're not agents, you're not even advertising. You're just connecting people to us. Because of that, you're in a position, no matter what your experience or qualification, to be a wealth engineer and to be building wealth with us. Everybody's able to build an asset here at DuePoint. What's an asset? An asset is two things. One, it's something you can price and sell, and two, it's something you can hand over to your children at the end of the day. Our channels that we build here as wealth engineers do both of those things. First of all, if during your life you want to realize the value of your channel, you can sell it in our system to somebody else. And secondly, one day when you pass away, it'll automatically move over to your children. And that income that you built during your life is going to go to your children. It's going to go to your children. How big an asset would you like to leave behind to your children? What kind of a legacy would you like for them? Once upon a time, I had a lady, very senior lady. She came out of the Department of Education. She came to my office, and we were talking about insurance products. And I said to her, you need to get some life insurance. You're in a senior position. You've got to have your family ready. And she said to me, what? I don't buy life insurance. That's not what we do. I'm not paying for something my kids are going to get. And I thought, wow, if that's the attitude we have as South Africans, then we really have no hope. We want to build not only so that we can benefit during our lives, we want to build so that the generations to come can start in a different position to the ones you did in. And don't you? I mean, wouldn't you like it if they were just one step up on where you were, so that their children can be one step up and we can build this nation? That's what we've done at DuePoint. We've put something in your hands that you can build and benefit from in your life. Hand it over to your children. They can start at that point and build it and take it even further, and one day hand it over to your grandchildren. That's control. That's changing financial circumstances permanently, and that is what we do at DuePoint. Folks, we've also done it in a way that you can be proud of what you do here. We have seen so many systems that are just embarrassing. They make you present to your friends at barbecues on Saturdays, shish and yama. No, everybody stop, gather up in my lounge. I've got a business opportunity for you to watch. We've seen that stuff. It's why people are embarrassed by it. You can't find the executives. You can't find the building. The products are substandard, etc., etc. We understand that. Again, from the ground up, in the South African context, we built DuePoint so you can be proud of every aspect of this business. You can see everything that we've done is at private bank quality levels. We use the latest technology in everything that we do here at DuePoint. And folks, we take all the embarrassing things out of it. You don't need to sell, you don't need to carry products around, and you don't need to present. Here at DuePoint, only Rob and I do the presenting, and we do it every day of the week, Monday through Saturday. 7 presentations. One lady said to me, is this the only one I can come to? No. Go to our website, go to our app, click on events, and it's a list this long where you can just attend one of those, and we're doing the presentation for you. We use our technology to be in your pocket 24 hours a day. We leave you with one thing to do, just connect people, and we put you in the position where you can be proud to be connecting people to us here at DuePoint. And so, folks, how do you connect people to us? Well, there's 4 ways. First, you can go and buy our USB stick. If you struggle with data, get the USB stick. 170 Rand, you've now got the presentation in your pocket 24 hours a day. Second way, as I said, come here 7 times a week, night times, lunch times, mornings. You can come into our studio and be part of our studio audience. Bring your guests, we'll do the presentation to you. Thirdly, you can go to our YouTube channel. You search DuePoint on YouTube, and you will find every presentation we've ever done there. I think there must be nearly 1,000 presentations there now. Some of them are good, some of them are less good. Mine are all the good ones. So if you want to go search, just search me. You'll find all the great presentations that are there. Folks, 24 hours a day, anywhere in the country. Anywhere in the country, you click play and you're connecting people to us. So people say to me, Brendan, what do I say to connect people to DuePoint? What do I say to convince people to come to DuePoint? You say to them, do you want more income? Yes, click. Not, I've got this business opportunity for you. Look at these great products. That's the embarrassing bits that always lead with someone going, no, thank you, no, thank you. You go, you need more income. I know I can see you struggling. Would you like more? Yes, click. That's what you do. And the rest is us. The rest is DuePoint that does the work for you. And then the fourth way of connecting people to DuePoint is through our live broadcasts. Every one of our presentations, including this one, is broadcast live across the country. And that means that if you can't get here, it doesn't matter. You can be live with us 6 days a week with your guests, no matter what province you're in, no matter whether you're stuck at work, whether you're stuck at home. Doesn't matter. You click the live stream button on your app or go to YouTube and you're in the room with us. Live every day. Nobody else is doing that, ladies and gentlemen. We've done the research. We continue to do the research. Who else puts this tool and this opportunity in your hand where you are standing right now so that you can build something for yourself? That's what we do here. Now, as you connect individuals to us like that, some are going to catch the vision, not all of them, but some of them. They're going to want to become wealth engineers like you, and when they do, we allocate them to you, and your channel is now born. These individuals go out, they don't sell, they don't advertise, they don't market, they don't any of this business, they just connect individuals to us. And as they connect individuals, some of them become wealth engineers, and again, we allocate them to you, and this process continues over and over again as your channel spreads out across the country. We now, as DuePoint Constantia, come along, and we facilitate the purchase of our products throughout this channel, and your income is now born. You haven't sold a thing. You haven't had to gather your friends up at your house. You haven't had to do anything. Your income is born just off of the connection of individuals to us. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is not a quick process. Here at DuePoint, we are not a scheme, we're not a scam, and you're certainly not going to get rich off of us quickly. Why? Because we build a lifetime, permanent, genuine wealth. We are a licensed and listed insurance company in South Africa. We are not something that's blown in from the Yangtze River, to sell you rebranded, out-of-date stock. No, this is the real deal here. We create wealth here at DuePoint, but it takes time. That's the price you pay. We don't take your money. We don't take your money here, but we are going to take your time, but we're going to buy that time back too. So for those of you who are willing to persist and put the time and the energy in to build wealth with us, you allow us to start that process. We start with the facilitation of the purchase of our products. Obviously, that's where the wealth comes from. We have 4 products. Our first one is our Access Wealth Plan. Our Access Wealth Plan is 324 Rand a month, and for that you get 2 independent products. Your first is your very own tax-free investment account. The second is 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. Now, folks, we take 100 Rand a month, just 100 Rand of that 324, and we put it into an investment account every month, and it's yours. This means the actual cost of this product is only 224 Rand a month, and you're using this tool and you're creating wealth for yourself. Our second product is our Wealth Guard product. Right now, I've said it before, 70%, maybe even more of South Africans are uninsured. Why? Because they're too risky. And because they're too risky, insurance is too expensive. People have often said to me, no, the reason so many South Africans are uninsured is because insurance is too expensive. No, it's not. It's because they're too risky. They're old, they're sick, they live in a dangerous area, they do dangerous jobs. The insurance companies can't afford to insure them, so they make it too expensive. Here at DuePoint, our Wealth Guard product is for everybody. It's 249 Rand a month, and you get 1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. Doesn't matter how old you are, no medical examinations or declarations, and no waiting periods. One payment, and you're under cover with our Wealth Guard product. And then, folks, we've got our Family Wealth Funeral Plan. It is a product that has 2 products in it as well, one of which is funeral cover, starts at 299 Rand a month, and you can pick between 20 or 30,000 Rands worth of funeral cover, and whether you want 5 or 10 additional family members on that plan. And secondly, it comes with 10,000 Rands worth of outstanding debt cover for the principal member. It means when the principal member dies, instead of you having to pay for their debt, we cover 10,000 Rands worth of their debt. Life-changing, wealth-building products themselves. And our fourth product is our Wealth Points Buyers Club. It's 299 Rand a month. For that, you get to be a member of our Wealth Points Buyers Club. You get to enjoy the discounts, account managers, VIP services, prices, packages, everything that we get as a 7-decade-old insurance company. Use this product properly. Use all of our products properly. Go to our website, go to our YouTube channel, watch the training and review videos, and you will know how to use this product. You don't even, if you struggle to read, it doesn't matter. We've got videos on everything. Go watch them, and you know how to make money and save money with our products at DuePoint. You can also see the full product documents on our website as well. So how do we get you to connect with us usually? Here we're using you to connect people, but how would we traditionally in an insurance and banking industry get you to connect with us? We'd advertise to you. We'd advertise to you in every possible way. TV, radio, SMS, SEO, you name it. Hundreds of millions of Rands per company per year. How do we pay for this? I was having this discussion with my client service team this afternoon. We pay for it through you guys. It's built into the price of the products that you pay. Your car insurance, your funeral cover, your banking fees. I can assure you, having done this for 2 decades now, that in there is the price of next month's adverts. 30 to 50% of that payment is next month's adverts. And so what we did at DuePoint was a little different. We said instead of advertising, we're going to get you to connect people to us. We're going to get you to go out and tell people about DuePoint. You're never going to see an advert from DuePoint. It's why you'd never heard of us before this evening. And all that money that we were going to spend anyway on DSTV, Prime Media, SABC, etc., we now have available to redirect to you and your channel in the creation of wealth. We start with our returns program. Our returns program pays you £27.50 for every product payment in your channel every month, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel the payment was made. Sounds complicated, is super simple. You go out, talk to some of your friends. Some of your friends become wealth engineers, they pay for their product, and you're going to get £27.50 multiplied by 200%, 55 Rand. 55 Rand every month for every product payment. Yes, I know you probably have heard of somewhere else where they promise you more money. Yes, once off. Sell the pots and we'll give you this. Sell the toiletries, we'll give you that. Once off. You know you've got to go back to your friend and sell them again next month and again next month and again. And when you can't, you get nothing. Here at DuePoint, automatic debit orders. Every month that product payment is made, you get your 55 Rand, 55 Rand, 55. Now, if they take 2 products, you get 110 Rand. If they take 3, you get 165 Rand. If they take 4, you get 220 Rand every month that those product payments are made. This is how you create life-changing wealth on a permanent basis. These folk go out, they chat to some of their friends. Their friends become wealth engineers, make their product payments, you get £27.50 multiplied by 200%, that's 55 Rand again. Look at this example. I know it's just an example. Count it up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. There's half a dozen people you've connected to DuePoint, and as a result, you're now earning just under 1,000 Rand a month. That's 12,000 Rand a year. You have done hardly anything. You've certainly done no selling, no advertising, no marketing. You've gone to 5 friends and said, watch this. Click. And you're earning 12,000 Rand a year. Yes, I know on Facebook and Google and flippin' WhatsApps, I've seen them all. You're going to be rich in 90 days. I've seen it. To do this, sell these pots, and you'll be on your yacht in the Mediterranean in 90 days. You know what the truth is? The truth is nobody's getting there. Otherwise, you'd all be on your yacht in the Mediterranean, wouldn't you? No. Real wealth, life-changing wealth is built over time. That's the price you pay. Here you've been with us for 5 minutes, you're on 12 grand a year, $1,000 a month. You put a little bit more time, a little bit more effort into the construction of your channel, and you're going to continue to earn, but now on a diminishing basis, but only to the 8th point. From the 8th point on, you have unlimited potential to earn. As long as you are qualified to earn on each point, you can earn on an unlimited number of points in our channel. You are able to create income, your children create greater income, and so on in our system. Go watch our training videos, guys. There's a 3-minute clip that'll explain it to you, and every Saturday morning at 11:30 we do a Teamworks meeting. We're actually going to rebrand it to a Fast Starter. The guys that are coming to those Teamworks are starting so quickly out of that training that we're going to call it Fast Starter training going forward every Saturday morning, where we teach you how to qualify. But in the meantime, watch the video clip. It's 2 minutes 57 seconds, and you know how to earn here at DuePoint. We want to see everybody tuned in on Saturday mornings. It's for their benefit. Folks, what does that price of time look like? People say to me, Brendan, how much am I going to earn here? How many people do I need for this? How much that? Folks, here's the answer. The answer is time. How much time do you want to put in? If you're putting in time, you're able to create wealth with us. It's not number of people. It's not this. It's not that. It's time. And so we looked at that. We took 2 decades of data. We came up with a growth rate formula for someone we thought had lots of work and no time to do this. All right. We called it the 3+2 growth rate formula. It says you're brand new at DuePoint. You want to make some income, but you got no time. So you put in 3 people in your first month. 3+2 is the growth rate formula. 3 people in your first month. You've got a whole month to find 3 people. A whole month. Then we say every month thereafter, now you've got even less time, we just want you to put 2 people in. 2 people every month. That's 1 person every 15 days. If you can do that consistently over time, and we put lapses and cancellations and blah, blah, blah all in, then we believe that after 6 months of doing that with us, you'll be on about 2,500 Rand a month. I mean, I want you to picture this. It's 3 people in your first month and 2 people every month thereafter for 6 months. This is not a lot of work that we're asking for, and you'll be on 2,500 Rand a month extra income. Nobody quits their job to be your wealth engineer here at DuePoint. Nobody does. This you add to your life. You're going to work, they pay you, and halfway through the month, DuePoint pays you. That's a wonderful position to be in. It's lovely to get 2 in-contact SMSs that are positive rather than the list that are all negative. At least now you've got a double in, okay, with us. 2,500 Rand a month is 30,000 Rand a year. I know everybody else said after 3 months you'd be in the Mediterranean, but they were just wanting your money, weren't they? They just were taking your money from you. Here at DuePoint, we tell you, 6 months will get you to 2,500 rand with minimal effort. You put a little bit more of this minimal effort in, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, through to 12 months, and we reckon you'll be on 9 to 10,000 rand a month. That's 120,000 rand a year. You've been with us for 1 year. It's this time next year. You've got an extra 10,000 rand a month. I was talking to one of our wealth engineers on Friday, I think it was, and he said to me, Brendan, when you say that, you don't actually understand the truth behind it. How different would the average South African's life be if they had an extra 10 grand a month? Everything changes. Are you willing to put a year in? Now, the answer that everybody always gives me is, yeah, sure, a year's nothing. But what actually happens in practicality is I get 90 days. I get that piece there. And then they fall away. I call it my 90-day rule. Why do they fall away? Oh, no, because they've confused their responsibility here. Two things happen. They go, Brendan, I hear you say that it's going to take time, but it'll be different for me. Watch. But it's not going to be different for anybody. It's going to take time for everybody. Second thing is that people think that their responsibility is to ensure that the people they put in pay their products, multiply and duplicate, plug into the DuePoint system, etc., etc. And when they don't, they go, I quit. But folks, I didn't ask you to do that. I didn't say to you, your job is 3 people in your first month, 2 people every month thereafter, and you have to make sure they pay, duplicate, and plug into the system. I didn't say that. What I said was, if you keep adding those 2 people every month, the maths starts working for you. And as you add those people in all year long, suddenly 1, 2, 3 of them start catching the vision and growing your wealth. The other 17, you can throw in the bin. They're going to do nothing for you. But there's 3 in there that are going to change everything for you. I mean, if I gave you a barrel of people and I said, dig through it and find 3 people and you get 10,000 rand a year, 10,000 rand a month going forward, you dig through them. But that's what you're actually going to do. Just there won't be a barrel around them, and that'll mean that you'll give up because we've got, no, they're not paying, they're not duplicating. Folks, we know that. It's built into the maths. If you can do it for 2 years, if you can get the maths in your head and keep connecting, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2 every month, then after 2 years, you're going to be on about 27,000 rand a month with us. Now we're starting to cook 360,000 rand a year after 2 years. Can you do 2 years with us? After 3 years, that's about 45,000 rand a month. After 4 years, you're up to about 60 to 65,000 rand a month. And if you can do 5 years with us, 5 years, that's half a decade, ladies and gentlemen. It's not 5 months, not 5 weeks, and not the first 50 people that you do. It's 60 months of connecting plus 2, plus 2, plus 2. If you can do that, then we reckon you can reasonably expect to be on about 80 to 100,000 rand a month. Now, those of you who've got careers out there, in the last 5 years, have you gone from 0 to 80,000 rand a month? No. No, you wouldn't, because if you did, you'd be in the top 0.5% of earners in South Africa. Okay, on that number. No, we don't get there. And yet, when I say to people 5 years, they go, oh, no ways. Facebook said 90 days. I'm going there. And then that place disappears. We're still here. Folks, genuine lifetime income, wealth is what we produce. You've got to give us 5 years. And in those 5 years, you're going to have 100 out of 120 people let you down. But you're going to find 20 people that are going to make you wealthy. Are you willing to dig through a barrel of 120 people to find the 20 that change everything forever? That's a question you're going to have to answer for yourselves every single morning going forward. Folks, are people doing this? You betcha. There are the 20 in the 100 that are saying, I'm going to get this thing going, I'm going to make this thing work. And they are building a lifetime of income for themselves. We put a couple on stage every month, 3 to 4. That's it. Out of the tens of thousands of individuals at DuePoint, we put 3 or 4 on the stage every month. Some doing well, some doing badly, everything in between, because we want to show you the full spectrum. We've got nothing to hide here. This is not one of those fake internet things. This is the real deal. This month we had Renee and Henny van der Merwe on stage with us. They'd been with us for about 6 months, slow to get going, a few question marks, a little worried, circumstances of life slowing them down. Have we heard the story before? Bit of skepticism about whether this is real or not. Well, in the last couple of months, when they got a bit of momentum going, started believing in what we were doing here, they created for themselves an income of $1,600 a month in 5 minutes, in a couple of weeks. This is hobby income. Now I met Renee on Friday with her husband, and they're talking about connecting 8 people a week to DuePoint. I said, just 2 a month will do, thank you. They go, no, I'm going to put 8 people in a week going forward. Renee said to me, she's calling 30 people a day. 30 people a day. Why? Because she's excited about her future. A little bit of effort, and suddenly she's on like 24,000 rand a year. What about a whole lot of effort? How does that translate for you? We had been doing our Road to Rank 9. campaign in the last couple of weeks. What is Rank 9? Well, it's a part of our training program. I'm going to talk about it in a minute, but effectively, you have to have 1,000 paid products in your channel with us. That's a lot of paid products in your channel. It's when you reach Rank 9, you're pretty significant here at DuePoint, and we do a wonderful thing for you. We take you away. We take you away on a 5-star trip, business class, with your family, all expenses paid, every year, forever. Okay, so it's a pretty serious milestone here at DuePoint, okay? And so we said, let's look at a couple of people that have made Rank 9. These guys have been with us for a while. They're actually beyond Rank 9, but we thought, let's talk about how they got there. This is what people want to know. How am I going to change my wealth position permanently? Great. We got Donnie up on stage. He's been with us for a couple of years, and we said, Donnie, you went Rank 9 in 16 months. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's less than a year and a half. He got to Rank 9. At Rank 9, you're earning between 20 and 30,000 Rand a month. Okay, awesome. I said that would take you 2 years. 2 years to get there. He did it in 16 months. So I said, how did you do it quicker than what we thought you'd do? Well, he said, I just got started. In my first month, I put 1 person in. Now, I asked for 3. He didn't come to this presentation. Maybe he went to Rob's presentation. He didn't come to mine. I said, 3, Donnie. You put 1 in. But the 1 was all he needed to become a believer. When he saw that 1 sign up, pay, get going, he went, this works. And then after that, he averaged 5 a month. Now, 5 times 15, the remaining bit, is a lot. It's like 80 people. He put like 70, 80 people into his channel. And you know how many of them built wealth for him? 13. But he didn't quit when the first 50 did nothing. No, he had his eye on the prize. He wanted to have his wealth changed permanently. So he kept adding 5 a month, 5 a month, 5 a month. Can you add 5 people a month? It's 1 person a week, plus minus. Can you add 1 person a week here at DuePoint? If you do, after 16 months, you might well have found your 13 that take you to 1,200 products, rank 9, 20 to 30,000 Rand a month, and an annual trip with us. So then we put Patrick and Pumi up with us. Patrick and Pumi have been with us as well, but they went to rank 9 in 11 months. 11! 20 to 30,000 Rand in their first year. I said it would take 2. They did it in half the time. So we said, how did you do it? Well, they got cracking. First month, they put 14 people in. Also skipped my presentation. Just 3, Patrick and Pumi. They put 14 in. They put 14 in. And then after that, they averaged 8 a month. 8 a month for 11 months. Let's work that out. It's just under 100 people that they connected to DuePoint in a year. Okay. How many of those 100 built wealth for them? 13. Interesting number, that. Lucky for some, unlucky for others. They found 13 out of 100 that got. They didn't quit when 80 of them did nothing. They didn't quit when 87 of the 100 did nothing. They didn't worry. They kept digging until they found their 13 that got them to 1,387 products, rank 9 in 11 months. 20 to 30,000 Rand a month and a holiday every year with DuePoint. What are you doing with your time, South Africa, right now? What are we doing with our time, guys? I want you to think about that seriously. For a lot of people who come through the doors at DuePoint, this is just another one of those things. Folks, we are not just another one of those things. We're asking some serious questions in South Africa today at DuePoint. How hard are you willing to work to change everything for your future? There are 55 million South Africans that have not heard about DuePoint yet. 55 million. We talk about 20 to 30,000 Rand a month off of 1,300 products. What if you put 10,000 products in DuePoint? Patrick and Pumi are currently on 11,000. What if you put 100,000 South Africans into your channel? What does this look like? Who's going to do it? Somebody will. Nobody here is excluded. We love that. We don't stand at the door afterwards and go, you can do it, but you can't. You can do it, but you can't. We don't divide you up like that. We say, all of you can, and then you guys go, no, I can't do it. It's for just these people here. It's not for me. That's nonsense. That's nonsense. Every South African is capable of doing this. Everyone. It's going to come down to who's got the willpower, who's got the stamina to build wealth for themselves. That's what it's going to come down to. Go to YouTube, watch the people that are doing this. Some couple hundred Rand a month, couple thousand, tens of thousands, 100, 120, plus thousand. We got all of them on there. There must be nearly 100, maybe, I think there's over 100 now, testimonies of wealth engineers making money at DuePoint. That's just a little sample we put on stage every month. Go and watch them and decide what you're doing with your life in South Africa. Options, gone in South Africa. I challenge just about every presentation I say, if you know of something that is going to change you financially permanently, come and tell me. I want to find out about it. Nobody to date has ever, in all the years I've been doing this, come to me and said, yeah, I've got an idea. There are none. DuePoint is the only other way, as far as we believe, to create permanent wealth change for you. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's decision time. Whether you want to become a wealth engineer or not this evening, if you want to, it's very simple. You go to our website, DuePoint.net. Very simple. Read the content, watch the videos, click apply. Fill out the form. I think it takes about 2 minutes, 39 seconds to fill the form out. No money having parted from your hands. None. And this is why maybe people don't believe us. I think Rob said to me we need to charge 5,000 Rand. Then people would believe us. But because we don't charge anything, people are like, Folks, no money will part from your hands this evening. And this evening, you can be a wealth engineer with this tool in your hands, creating wealth now, right now, with us in the DuePoint system. Get the tools. You struggle with data? Buy the USB stick. Your phone keeps dying? I saw a whole bunch of you on Saturday morning with literally 6% battery. Came to the counter, Brendan, 6% battery. Great, buy the backup battery. Doesn't make me any money. I'm not selling batteries here. The backup battery means people can fill in the form on your phone anytime, anywhere, and you never have to worry about power. If you struggle to connect people, get the business cards, get the caps, get the pens, get the pads, get the notebooks, the covers. We got everything to start the conversation here at DuePoint. Buy them outside at our counter or order them from client service. Guys, get the tools. Get serious about changing your futures. How desperately do you want to live a different life? How desperately? All of us want a better life. How bad? Somebody said to me once, it's like sitting on a nail. You've got to sit on that nail until it hurts so badly you're ready to stand up. Is the nail hurting badly enough for you to stand up right now? We have to start making these decisions. All right, folks, we're live on Facebook. Please join us there. Follow us. Love us. Don't like us. You like pages that sell shoes. Pages that make wealth, you love. Go there, follow us every day. There's new content. There's a video out for Monday today that's on there already. There's a great video from Friday last week that we put up, one of my favorites already. I hope everybody shared it. It's about Shadrach. Shadrach, I hope you've seen it tonight. It's such a fantastic story. 2 minutes of your data time, and it's just totally worth it. Get out there, join us on Facebook. Guys, YouTube channel, heart and soul of this business. Please go there, subscribe. It's free to subscribe, and every day you'll know when we go live. And then, guys, download our free app. Like everything here, it's free. Put it on your phone. It's how you create wealth with us. Everything happens on your phone, guys. Put it on. Get logged in. Guys, if you're using the app already, update it. Make sure every day you're looking for updates so that you've got the latest tech at your hands. You plugged into your channel. Your training is there, guys. Again, I beg you, bottom right-hand corner, click Tools. Watch the training from the top to the bottom. You'll become an expert with us. Part of our process here is to teach you guys how to create wealth. People say, I'm scared, I don't know how, I'm worried, what do I do? Fantastic. We teach you how to do it through our XP Rewards training program. We take you by the hand, we put you through a series of steps and processes, and once you finish them, we give you experience points, XP points. They accumulate, they never disappear, they don't expire, they're yours. And naturally, as you gain more experience, your channel is going to start growing. And when you meet these two criteria of experience and channel size, well, we rank you up. And when we rank you up, we reward you. In the beginning, a little bit of cash. A little bit of cash to get you going. Then as you get more experience, the cash gets more serious. And then when you get very experienced, well, then the cash really starts getting serious. Folks, from about rank 5, we start to reward you with tools. These tools are going to help you build your business. At rank 5, it's an imported lightning memory stick, plugs into every single electronic device in South Africa, full of our downloads, presentations, tools, testimonies, everything you need to connect people to DuePoint. At rank 7, you get a 12,500 Rand set of imported, custom-made, gold-gilded business cards that are yours. We give them to you. They look like gold bars. Take a look at that. You want to see a set of these? Go find somebody who's rank 7 or go to our glass cabinet. We've tinted the glass on the cabinet so that your eyes are not damaged when you look at them. Now, when you give somebody a gold-gilded business card, they're going to listen to you say, watch this click. They will. They will listen to the watch this click. We give you that at rank 7, helps you connect people. At rank 9, as we've said, what's rank 9? You've got to have 1,000 paid products in your channel. Well, if you can maintain that 1,000 plus every year that you do going forward, we take you and your family away. 5-star, business class, all expenses paid, different hotel every year. We're going on the 8th of December at the end of this year. We've been last year. We're going next year. Every year with your family. No hidden T's and C's. No, oh, we're all going to Hollywood, but you've got to buy your own tickets. No, we take you from your house, we take you to Mauritius, and we bring you back. 5-star. This year we're going to an incredible hotel, Heritage Latalfia. All the suites are on the beach. You open your door, 2 meters, and you're on the sand. All the suites have butlers, because we don't want you carrying stuff while you're there. It's hard work to get to rank 9, but this is the reward for those who put the time and the energy in. See, many people look at this and go, this is what I want, this is why I'm going to join DuePoint. Guys, disappointing news, it's going to take you ages to get you. Why? Because what rank are you on? You're all on rank 0. Getting to rank 9 is a long way. What's the average? If you put 2 people in every month, plus 2 plus 2, it's going to take you 19 months. 19 months to get there. So recalibrate your expectation. Go, hang on a second, I'm not joining DuePoint for the holiday, I'm going to get that as bonus. I'm here to build wealth, no matter how many years it takes me. We go every year. So it's not a competition. You don't have to worry, like, if I don't make it this year, I don't ever get to go. No. When you get there, we'll take you. We'll take you. And when we take you, it's going to look like this.
Gone and all of the paths you've drawn have sunk to the ocean sun where no one can see. You stand on at the dark embrace, cower the dreams you chase under the rust and blood. Don't let yourself give up.
That's like 90 days away. 90 days away, 8th of December, air tickets, books, room waiting for us. We're all there. Who's going to be there with us? Well, we've got a bunch of people who worked really hard this year that are going to be joining us on this Rank 9 trip this year. And next year, it could be you. Or the year after, or the year after. But it's going to be you. Sometime you're going to be there. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there. How long does it take you? Well, Donnie took 16 months. Average is 19. Donnie took 16. Patrick and Pumi took 11. What's the record? This chap here, 5 months. 5 months. You're going to decide. Your first decision is whether you're willing to work. That'll be the toughest one. I can put Ferraris in front of you. We see them on YouTube, you know, and on Facebook and Google. The lady standing next to a new black Range Rover, and the guy standing next to his Ferrari, all of which is nonsense. But the decision to work is often overpowered. It will often overpower even those images. Here at DuePoint, we're in it for the money. We're in it for the change, the permanent change. and the life change that we make. Those of you who are at DuePoint today and earning, you got paid today. Amazing that. On time every month since we've started, never missed a payment. And I've been on holiday a couple of times. I laughed. I saw one WhatsApp. No, we'll all be paid late this month because the FD is in China. Sure, but not at DuePoint. It doesn't matter where the hell I am. You will get paid on the same day with an insurance company. That's the joy, the certainty, the security that you get at DuePoint. For those of you who push on beyond rank 9, like Donnie and Patrick and Pumi and Rulof and a whole pile, I can give you a whole room full of people that have pushed on beyond rank 9. We give more rewards. And rank 11, it's your own car. It's your own car. It's not branded. It's not financed through us or rented through us. We don't give it to you and then take it away. It's your car to build freedom. And that is 11 out of 28 mapped ranks that we have here at DuePoint at the moment. You're 1/3 of the way through. What's in the second 2/3? What's in the second 2/3? Well, you're going to have to work to find out, aren't you? It's there waiting for South Africans. Or you can go back to your job tomorrow. Or you can go back to job searching tomorrow and go, no, what I need is a job. That's not what we need anymore, guys. That game is done. We've got to start getting serious. DuePoint is going to be showcasing itself around the country for the next 90 days. We start next week, Saturday. 12 days' time. In fact, it's 11, we can call it, because the day's over. 11 days' time, we are in Durban. KZN, if you want to see what DuePoint is and can do, you need to be at this conference. It's free tickets, but it's limited seats. So please go online now and book your tickets. Go to the events menu online or to the events button on your phone. Book in for yourself and your guest before we run out of seats, guys. It's going to be after, and our guys are not getting this message, my client service team says, so listen up nice and close now. This is not an introduction presentation. It's a showcase of DuePoint. It's so much better than an introduction presentation. It's good for guests. It's good for wealth engineers, but you would want to ideally put them through the introduction presentation at 10 o'clock that morning with the normal live stream. You know, we'll be doing it out of here at 10 o'clock, live stream across the country. Let them see that first, then meet me there at the conference venue at 12 o'clock, and we'll get cooking with the showcase on the 29th. Okay, let's get those seats booked. Then after that, Port Elizabeth, Bloemfontein, Nelspruit, Cape Town, those are all online already. Go and book your seats before they're all taken and you miss them. We're going to go all the way through to the end of this year, showcasing DuePoint around the country. What a great opportunity for you to be building your wealth across the nation. Have you started planning? Have you got your transport sorted out? Have you got your guests organized? You've got 11 days before we get started. Let's start that process right now. Ladies and gentlemen, I think you can see how serious we are here at DuePoint. We're not mucking around. We are dead serious. We're in an economy right now that is dead serious. It has got a dead serious problem right now. And we have got a dead serious solution. The one we believe is the only economically viable one for the average South African. And we got to get South Africa. There's 55 million people who haven't heard about DuePoint yet. 55 million. Get out there and tell them. And if they say no, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. There's going to be some that say yes, and they will change your life forever. Get out there and find them. Get out there, just dig, and find them. Put the time in, and life will be different permanently with us. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Questions, ask the people who connected you this evening, or come and talk to me. But we'll see you live tomorrow night at 6:30 again. Good night.